Namaste, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Yoga Infusion. My name is Dylan, and today's class is going to be a celebration of Litha, our summer solstice. It is the longest day of the year. It is the peak of sunlight. It is a time when the earth is really leaning into its outward expression of abundance and energy and light and heat and warmth. Sunlight, the celebration of sunlight. But we know in Ayurveda that too much fire can be depleting. So though this class is going to be a heat building type of class, there will be some breath of fire. It's a type of class that will not lead you to burnout. We are going to learn how to expand and step into the heat building without depleting ourselves. So when you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. So we'll begin today in Sukhasana, our easy seat. You can sit up on a pillow or a blanket or a cushion if you have that, if that feels more comfortable for you. I'm just going to sit here on my mat. And we're going to begin today's class with a brief meditation on sunlight. My favorite thing. I love the sun. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that my happy place is laying out somewhere in the sun. So this is really my time to shine. So find your way to a comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down to release and relax. Maybe take a couple neck rolls side to side just to release the energy in this space. Turn the palms face up to receive this energy. Gently dip the chin and close down the eyes if you feel safe doing so. And just take a moment here to kind of just see where you land, without any expectation or forcing. And begin to focus on your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Allowing each inhale and exhale to get a little bit longer than the one before. And just following the path of the breath with your mind's eye. Moving in through the nose, down into the lungs, and expanding into the belly. And on the exhale, moving back up through the throat, out of the nose, and into the universe. And now taking that awareness of the breath and visualizing an internal sun. So as you inhale, that internal sun, maybe in your belly, maybe a little bit higher in your heart space, expands and grows a little bit brighter, filling your body with warmth from the inside out. And as you exhale, that warm, glowing golden glow moves out of your body and into the universe. Inhale, that sun is expanding a little bit more. Exhale, letting it connect you to the heat, the energy of the sun around you and around all of us in this space. Taking a few more breaths like this, allowing that golden sun to permeate all of your being. So much so to the point where you yourself are glowing in that sunlight, that internal sunlight. connecting that internal sunlight with the sun that warms our earth. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Last breath, glowing as bright as you can in your mind's eye. And then as you exhale, release the visualization, let it go. And gently blink the eyes open, reach the arms above the head, shake out the hands, shake out the arms, maybe shake out the head a little bit. And then come into tabletop. Take your fingers nice and wide, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, feet, shins parallel to one another. As you inhale, open the heart forward, lift the chin, lift the tailbone, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, tailbone points to the space between the knees, round the back, chin to chest. Press really firmly into the hands, stretching into the shoulder blades. Inhale, arch the back, open the heart wide in the collarbones. Exhale, round, stretch into the back. Taking a few more like this. Moving with the breath. Starting to cultivate the inner heat. And you can take it off the rails now, getting into the hips and shoulders and neck maybe. So in Ayurveda, we say like attracts like, but opposites balance. And you want to remember that in this season, we are in peak Pitta season, fire element. And because of that, we don't want to have too much heat building happening because that's only going to aggravate the Pitta energy that we all have right now and that the earth has right now. So we're going to focus today, yes, we will be building heat because it is a class of mine, but we want to also keep it calm, keep it gentle in order to calm that Pitta energy. So take the left hand to the mat, inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, right shoulder, right ear down. We are just starting today's practice, so it doesn't need to be anything crazy. The left hand reaches above the head on the ground to give you a little bit of an extra support here in your twist. Bring the left hand back to the mat, switching sides, coming up and switching sides. Inhale, left arm reaches to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. I'm finding that my mic is not in a good spot for this here. Right hand reaches above the head, give you a little bit extra support in your twist. And place the right hand next to the head, pressing up, back into tabletop. From here, take the right foot between the hands into a low lunge and just rock back and forth a couple of times. Hands stay down. You can use blocks here, maybe make some circles with the hips. Kind of creating a nice gentle warm up with today's practice. And then once you're ready, come on up into a low lunge. You can press down through the top of that left foot, pressing the hips forward a little bit to stretch into the left hip flexor. Arms reach up, or you can have your hands at prayer or hands on the hips, wherever you'd like, maybe hands on the thigh. Up to you. Just find your stability here, find your balance. Try to make sure that that right knee isn't popping out to the side or popping in. Press firmly into all four corners of the right foot. And then bring your right hand to your right hip. Reach the left arm up and over, side bend. Inhale back to center. Both arms reach up. Left hand, left hip, side bend to the left. Right. Whoop. Fall over if you must. Suppose you can also have your hand on a block here. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, half splits with airplane arms, airplane wings. If you don't want to balance, you can also place your hands down. Keep the spine nice and long, focusing on that balance. All right, rebend into the right leg, hands come down, come back into tabletop, other side. Left leg steps through, and then rocking back and forth, waking up the leg, hips, things, all the things. And then inhale, come up, low lunge. Engage into the top of the right foot, top of the back foot, which really helps to stretch this area, because if you're just lazy here, not putting any effort into it, you're not going to feel as much of a stretch. But if you press down into the top of the right foot into the mat, like you're trying to lift off of the mat, except you're not coming up, then you get a deeper stretch in the right hip flexor. It feels really nice. Left hand to left hip. Reach the right arm up and over, side bend. Maybe take your gaze up. Inhale, come back up, reach up. Exhale, right hand, right hip, left arm reaches up and over. Maybe fall. It's okay. Who cares? Don't hurt yourself. Inhale, come back up. Straighten through the left leg. Exhale, half splits. And then place the hands down, rebend into the left leg, tabletop, downward facing dog. Pedal through the legs, shake the head yes and no. First down dog of the day. Spread the fingers nice and wide. And then bend the knees, lift the heels, bend the knees, and point your tailbone towards the sky. Get a nice long spine. And then from here, keeping that long spine, begin to straighten through the legs, aiming the heels towards the mat. If they don't hit the mat, they don't hit the mat. Who cares? Relax the shoulders down the back so you're not squeezing your shoulders up by the ears. Shake the head a little bit to release the neck. Inhale, lift the heels, take your gaze forward. Exhale, little bitty baby steps to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Dangle here. Cross the arms above the head, maybe sway side to side. Decompressing the spine. Back to center. Inhale, half lift, flat back, pressing your fingers into the mat or into shins. Keep a nice long spine. Exhale, release down. Left hand stays down. You can place your hand on a block. Left knee bends, right leg is straightened. Inhale, right arm towards the sky. Stack the shoulders. Inhale, reach the right arm up and overhead. Keep the rib cage lifted. Stretch the fingers away from the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Other side. Bend into the right leg. Inhale, left arm reaches to the sky. Twist. And reach the left arm up and over. Stretch fingertips away from hip. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale, ragdoll roll your way up to standing. Reaching up at the top, high mountain. Hold here. Ground down through the feet. Spread the toes nice and wide. Notice if you're splaying in the rib cage, lengthen the tailbone down. Draw the ribs toward one another. Hip points come closer to rib cage. Core tight. Shoulders relaxed. From here, coming up onto the toes, get nice and tall. And then as you exhale, drop the heels, halfway fold, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hinging at the hips, so your booty is trying to like press the wall behind you, say. Inhale, coming up onto the toes. Exhale, drop the heels, squeeze the shoulder blades, half fold. So you want your upper body is basically parallel-ish to the floor. Inhale up. Whoop. Falling over. It's the day of falling over. Exhale. Squeeze. Half. Inhale. Exhale. 4. 5. 6. 7. When you come up, try to stack your heels above the ball of your foot. 8. 9. And 10. Inhale, standing up. Reach up. Arch the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step it back to plank. Hold your plank. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Heart space open, so we're not rounding too much into the upper back. Press the heels away from you. Hip points move towards your rib cage a little bit, so we're not arching in the back. Nice flat back, best you can. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees. Bend the elbows in towards you. So twist your inner arms so that your inner elbows are facing forward. Your hands don't really move here though. It's just the inner elbows. And then bend the elbows and press back up. Bend, chaturanga push-up from the knees and up. 3, 4, 5. Okay, this time all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Press into the tops of the feet. Elbows are bent, shoulders are down. I don't want to see your arms straight and your shoulders up by your ears like this. Create that space. And if you can't come up this much because it hurts your lower back or it's too much for your lower back, stay lower. Totally fine. No ego in today's class. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Press it into downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Find your balance. Find the strength in your legs. Bend into the back knee so that we draw the hip points a little bit forward, stacking the shoulders over the hips. Nice long flat back, not an arch in the back, no flared rib cage. Find that stability in your core first, and then play with re-straightening the back leg. Deep stretch in the hip flexor, less pressure on the lower back. Hold your high lunge. All right, keeping the legs nice and steady. Reach forward, coming into a power lunge. Turn the palms face down. Squeeze the elbows into the rib cage and reach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold here and then flutter your wings by squeezing the shoulder blades together and release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands to prayer. Prayer. This mic. I'm getting a new one. Actually, I just ordered it. Prayer twist. Left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Oh. And inhale, coming back up, windmill the arms, open into warrior 2. Whew. Burn, baby, burn. Holding this right leg a lot in this class, but it's all to calm the pitta. So the burning is happening, but we're not doing any crazy high intensity intervals, but that heat still building, right? I don't know what that face was. Please ignore. All right, inhale, reach forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Reaching up and back. Inhale, back to warrior 2, straighten through the front leg, finally. Pop the left foot in a little. Bump the left hip back. Reach as far, 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 far forward as you can. And then once you can't reach any farther forward, drop the right hand down, open the left arm up, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach the left arm up and over, opening the rib cage a little bit more. Inhale here. Exhale. Take your gaze forward of your foot on the mat. Bend into the right knee. Bend a little into the left knee. Launch forward into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Find your balance. Flex your left foot towards the side wall. Maybe take your gaze forward. Maybe take your gaze up. Shoulders are stacked. Option to stay here or bend into the left leg. Grab hold of the left ankle. Bind. Press the hips forward. Kick your foot into your hand to stretch. And release. Woo, lost my balance. That's okay. Bring both hands down. Hop it back to plank. Knees down. For our chaturanga push-ups with a little bit of a twist here. Twist the elbows forward. Bend down for the chaturanga push-up. Lift the knees. Press back up. Drop the knees. Push up. Lift the knees. Press back up. 2, 3, we're only doing 5. Lift knees. 4, 5. All right. Knees down, belly down. Inhale, cobra. Shoulder blades together. Press the tops of the feet down. Exhale, release. Press it up into plank to downward dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Oh, whew. Dog fur. So you might have noticed, hold on, let's get our high lunge first, and then while we're holding, I'll chat with you. Bend the right knee, bring the shoulders over the hips, and then re-straighten into that right leg with a long lower back, okay? All right, now hold. Find your balance and hold. Hands can be wherever you want them to be. So you might notice that we're back in an apartment, not on the road, and there's an obnoxious cat tree in the way. This is our new apartment. I've just moved. We're not all unpacked yet, but I just discovered today that there's enough space here now that we don't have a coffee table, but we do have a kitchen table, so you know, there's enough space here to film in this space. So that's exciting. It's not perfect, but nor is a hotel room. So this is as big as any room in any hotel room you can find. You can still make this work if you're traveling around. And I can make it work by filming more often in my house, which will make it easier for me to film more content. Win-win. All right, bending over that, or stretching over that left leg. Turn the palms face down, squeeze the elbows in, and reach. 2, nice long spine, core tight. 3, kick into the right heel so all of your weight's not in the left leg. 4, 5, gaze a little bit forward of your mat. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold here and then lift, lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands to prayer, prayer twist. Inhaling, coming up, windmill the arms, open that right leg. Whew, man, readjust. The thigh is burning. It's okay. Check your warrior two, make sure you have good alignment. Ribs are not splayed, core is nice and tight, shoulders are relaxed, fingers are reaching. Breathe through the inner thigh work. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Inhale, coming up. Straighten through the left leg. Pop the right foot in, bump the right hip back. Reach, 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 reach. And then drop the left hand down, right arm up. Open. Trikonasana. Open the rib cage, open the hip. Gaze can be wherever works best for you. Inhale, reach the right arm up and overhead. Open a little more, stretch. And then take your gaze down, take your gaze forward, bend into left leg, bend a little into right to launch, and then coming into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Flex your right foot, maybe bend your right foot, bind. That was way easier than the other side. So interesting sometimes the way the body is, asymmetrical. All right, release the bind, reach, inhale. Ooh, there's the cat tree. Exhale, pop it back to plank. Okay, now from here, take a vinyasa first. Chaturanga to upward dog or cobra. Maybe second chaturanga if it's in your practice, to down dog. And yes, so us being in this new apartment means things are a little bit dirtier than I'd like. Clearly I need to mop. Disregard, I'm human. Your house probably needs to be mopped too. All right, from down dog, you're gonna come to a hover knees, hold. But I'm gonna drop down so I can talk to you first. Hover knees, hold. We're gonna do breath of fire. We did breath of fire in our last Wheel of the Year class. I do have a breath of fire tutorial up on YouTube. It is a panting breath through the nose with a strong exhale through the navel. So it looks like this. It can be a little bit faster, a little bit slower, depending on your own, whatever feels best for you. We're going to do that for 30-ish seconds in hovering tabletop. Now, I'm not going to be able to look at my watch to count this, so we're just going to hope that it is around about 30-ish seconds. So coming into your hover hold, inhale all the way, exhale completely, inhale halfway to begin. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And whenever you're ready, you will exhale into downward dog. Or take child's pose if you need to. I did try to check if that was around about 30 seconds. I think it might have been. Okay, inhale the right leg up and open this time. Bend the knee, stack the hip, open the knee high to the sky, but try to square your shoulders so you're not opening your heart and your shoulder here to follow your knee. Twist is only happening in the pelvis area. Inhale here. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Drop the back heel down, windmill the arms up, warrior two once again. Nice, strong, solid warrior two. Sink a little deeper. Grow a little taller in the spine. Straighten through the right leg. Turn the right toes in a little bit. Turn the left toes out a little bit and come into plie. Now, I realize I'm not facing you right now, but we've done plie before. If you're not new to my classes, make sure that your knees are going in the same direction as your toes, that your ankles are not twisting out more, your toes are not going out more than your knees. Hands are at the hips or prayer. We're going to pulse. 1, 2, 3. Not fast pulses. 4. Slow it down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, sink real deep in your plie. Take the right hand down, reach the left arm up in sort of a side angle situation here. Stack the shoulders. Try to keep both knees deeply bent. Reach the left arm up and over. And then a little bit of a, not super tricky, but just listen carefully. We're going to bring the left hand down, bring the left heel up, and then reach the right arm towards the sky. Now we're in easy twist. Again, stack the shoulders, press into the left heel, bend deeply into the right knee, and then lift a little bit here so you know that all your weight is not dumping into that left hand. Okay, but now we are going to solidify into the left hand. Coming into wild thing, right foot behind you like a kickstand, outer edge of the left foot down, reach the right arm up and over, lift the hips and heart. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Plank. 3 chaturangas. So chaturanga to plank. 1, you can do it from the knees like we did before. 2, or any version that we did before. And then secret bonus number 4 for up dog. And then secret bonus number 5 for down dog. Come back to your breath. I've had to close my windows because we're kind of on a main street and there's a lot of outside noise. But it's warm. Well, you know, it is. It is the summer solstice for this class, so heat is to be expected. Inhale the left leg up, bend the knee, stack the hip, open the knee high to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, step it through, and drop the right heel down, windmill the arms up, warrior two. Nice and strong in your warrior. Stable, solidified strength and grace. We are in full fire season, so keeping that energy burning long instead of burning out. Bend a little deeper in the left leg. I'm shaking. Straighten through the left leg, turn the left toes in a little, turn the right toes out a little bit, and then come into your plie. Okay, same thing, 20 pulses. 1, 2, 3, full body today. 4, 5, 6, except core, I guess. Upper body and lower body. 8, 9, 10. Got a little core in the plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Side angle to the left this time. Keep the knees bent. Right arm reaches up. Here's the right arm up and over. Big breath here. Exhale, right hand comes down. Twist the right heel up. Inhale. Left arm reaches to the sky. Easy twist. And come up off of that right hand a little bit so that you know that your legs are doing the work, not just your arms. Maybe your legs are telling you that they're doing the work. And then ground into that right hand. Bring the left foot behind you. Flip into wild thing. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand comes down. Plank. 3 chaturangas. 1, 2, 3. Chaturanga to upward facing dog. Chaturanga to downward facing dog. Great job. You're doing great. All right, for our last breath of fire here, you have 2 options. You can either do it from the hovering knee, like we did before. You can, of course, also skip the breath of fire. Of course, you don't have to do anything that I suggest in these classes. It's for you and you alone to decide. But if you are going to do breath of fire, your choices are knees, hovering knees, or knees down. Or step it up. We're going to come into plank and do breath of fire here. So inhale all the way. Exhale completely. Inhale halfway. And begin. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And whenever you are ready, you release into child's pose. Bring the palms facing one another or up. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, lower back. Just let your body sink into the mat. Good job on the breath of fire. It's not easy. I don't know if that was 30 seconds. We're all just guessing here. Turn the palms face down. Inhale, coming into tabletop. Stack the hips over the knees. And then walk the hands as far forward as they will go. And then bring either your forehead down, lengthen the tailbone towards the back of the mat, or you can bring your heart and your chin down. Extended puppy. Inhale, coming back up. Coming to a seat. Wide-legged forward fold. Spread the legs wide. Flex the toes towards the sky. Glue your sits bones down. And then keeping the spine nice and long with that anterior pelvic tilt, so a little bit of an arch in the back, just a smidge. Walk the hands forward as far as is comfortable and come into your forward fold. Inhale, walk it back up. Keep the left leg out. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Ignore my dirty feet. Janushirshasana. Miet's coming to join us. She was sleeping. It's been a while since you've been in a yoga video. Inhale, coming back up. Take the right hand behind you. Come onto the right shin. Left foot, reach up and back. Stretch. Inhale here. And then exhale, fold. Switching sides. Right leg comes out, left foot in. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up. Right hand reaches, just kidding, left hand reaches back. Oop, hi, kitty. Lift onto the left shin, reach. And release. Coming to lay down on your back, if you can. Okay. Happy baby. Going on the mat? Yeah, okay. Happy baby. Flex the feet. Hands on the inside or the outside of the feet. Bend the knees, but lower your lower back onto the mat. So notice if your lower back is lifting for you to try to get your legs up here. Press your lower back down, and if you need to just hold on to your thighs instead of your feet, that's totally okay. Try that out for a little bit and see how that feels. And then keeping your right foot in your hand, take the left foot to the mat. Either you can have the leg bent with the foot flat on the ground, or straighten the left leg as much as you can with your cat for a half straddle, half happy baby. Straighten your right foot out to the right. as much as you can, if you can straighten it. And then switching hands, left hand grabs right foot, glue right hip down. Oh, my leg's shaking. And bring it a little bit over to the left to stretch out the IT band. Keep your foot flexed. Try not to move your hips too much. We don't want your hips flying over. Your foot would touch the ground, and that's great. You can do that. But this is harder if you have any kind of IT band tightness. Okay, now bend the right leg, grab hold of the right knee with the left hand, supine twist on my mic and my cat. Interesting combination here. Reach the right arm to the right, maybe take your gaze to the right. And coming back to happy baby. Release the right leg long, or keep the foot flat on the mat with the knee bent. Half happy baby. Straighten the left leg out to the left. And then switching hands. Keep the leg straight, foot flexed. Bring it over to the right a little bit. And then bend the left knee. Supine twist. Over to the right. Reach the left arm to the left. Maybe take your gaze to the left. Coming back to center for savasana. Take the feet a little bit wide, shoulders shimmy underneath the heart space, palms up, and find a place where you can fully relax into your mat. Letting the energies of this summer solstice sink into your body, transmute into your cells to make you stronger, brighter, your life more abundant and filled with joy. I hope you enjoyed this Litha practice, the summer solstice practice, and the season of light. And thank you so much for joining me for your practice today. I'll see you next time with our next class together. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me with your yoga practice. It really means the world to me that you choose to come and practice with me and my animals wherever we are in the world and wherever you are in the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, it would mean a lot to me if you would do so and give me a thumbs up on this video to let me know that you are practicing with me. From my heart to yours, namaste.